In today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to add fractional parts of 10 and 100. Okay, so our question is, how can we add fractions when the denominators are 10 or 100? Let's take a look at our problem. The fourth grade classes are painting designs on the tile squares to make a mural. Mrs. Kirk's class painted 3/10 of the mural, and Mr. Becker's class painted 21/100 of the mural. What part of the mural is painted? So here our question is, what part of the mural is painted? I look back and I can see that Mrs. Kirk's class painted part of it. They painted 3/10. Mr. Becker's class painted another part. They painted 21/100. So I want to know, well, how much is that all together? How much of the mural have they painted already? So to figure that out, I know I'm going to be adding. I'm going to have to add my two fractions together. So we've learned how to add fractions that have the same denominator, the same size. But we're going to use equivalent fractions today to add fractions that are not the same size. So we're going to be looking to find the answer to this problem. 3/10 plus 21/100. Now, if you remember, tenths and hundreds aren't the same size, so it's going to be very difficult to add them the way they are. If you can remember, this is a tenth, and this is a hundredth. So I have 3/10 and I have 21/100 that we're going to be adding together. So the best strategy is to find a common denominator. We're going to be finding a common denominator. Okay? What I can do is I can take my tenths, my 3/10 that I have, and break them into hundredths. And I can figure out, well, how many hundredths would that be? So let's just taking a look at our pieces here. Each of these has 10, so this would be 10 hundredths, 20 hundredths, 30 hundredths. Okay, and I can use multiplication to help me as well. 3/10, if I do 10 times 10, I get 100. So I'm going to also do 3 times 10, and I get my 30. Here's my 30 hundredths, my 3/10 or my 30 hundredths. So 30/100 of the mural is painted by Mrs. Kirk's class. Now I can take my 30 hundredths and add it to my 21 hundredths. And I'm going to do 30 plus 21. Think about that. Use some mental math. 51. So 51/100 of the mural is painted. I guess that's what's supposed to go there. 51/100 of the mural is painted. Let's try some more. Let's take a look at this next problem. 4/100 plus 1/10. So my denominators are not the same. So these pieces are not the same size. I need to get my denominators the same so I can add them. My 100 is good. I'm going to keep my 4/100, but I'm going to change my tenths to 100 by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 10. Okay, here's 1/10. How many hundredths is that? I'm going to multiply them both by 10. 10 times 10 is my 100ths, and if I broke this up, I would have 10/100. So I can add my 4/100 plus my 10/100 that I got up here, and I would have 14/100. So 4/10 plus 10 hundredths equals 14/100. So we're always going to be taking the tenths fraction and multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 10 to find an equivalent fraction that we can add. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more in the next video.